What an incredible week it has been, particularly for the brave warriors of Namibia who managed to register their very first win at the Africa Cup of Nations. Yes, they were ranked 116th. Tunisia ranked 28th or 26th. I'm not sure. All I know is they once beat France. Okay, so they're supposed to be better than the brave warriors. And considering that the brave warriors currently don't have a national stadium to play out of, this is truly a feat. And perhaps the government might, see this as a sign to make sure that the boys have everything they need at home. And for other Namibian teams like the Valvichas, we are looking at you. That's how many World Cups? We're still waiting for that one win. Okay, nothing? Okay, all right. So it was a good week, without a doubt, for Namibia on the sporting field. Politically, Namibia had to remind Germany about their acts from 1904 to 1908, specifically a genocide. And it was very, very awkward for Germany, not for everybody else who was kind of aware of all the facts. Either way, it's Second Take. We're going to talk about none of what I just spoke about. Fresh news stories in your favorite political poiki. My name is Ashwyn Mberi. We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in. Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
He has another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kaha.
Hij sê wie is er aan neertrek en hy bal net my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is hy.
But just enough next.
Shh. Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV. Now, I like to be optimistic about matters that relate to African politics, but if I am concerned with being realistic, more often than not, optimism floats out of the window as cynicism makes its way in. So without further ado, I would like to present to you my new and very necessary mini segment inside a segment, Dictator Watch, where we keep an eye on Africa's power-hungry individuals. Today, we take a trip to Comoros, where yet another election has had a low voter turnout and irregularities. Now, of course, this means nothing to President Azali Assoumani, who had a 63% majority in the final polls, even though only 16% of people voted because of opposition parties boycotting the election, and expecting a dictator that was able to seek a fourth term because of a controversial referendum that removed his presidential term limits in 2018 to care how many people show up is a waste of hope. Besides, the majority of the country putting you in office is a thing of the past. These days, less is more. And the people of Comoros are probably wrong to be tired of a military man that took power during a coup in 1999 and was then elected in 2002, took a break from politics and came back because obviously what was missing from the first time he ruled was an older version of him. Turns out it's not the children or the youth. In African politics, it is the pensioners that are the future.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master.
teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss my .NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
It's time for us to get into our next story. Somalia has sent an Ethiopian plane packing faster than a contestant on a reality TV show who doesn't care for external validation. Why? Well, according to Somalia, the plane didn't have permission to be in Somalia's airspace. Now, what's the fuss all about? Picture this. Somaliland and Ethiopia are planning a deal. Somaliland says, hey, Ethiopia, you can lease our port, and in return, we want a piece of the Ethiopian Airlines pie. To which Ethiopia replies, sure, Somaliland, you're a cool independent country. I mean, just about no one else acknowledges your existence, but I like you. But hold on to your seatbelts, because Somalia, like a bitter ex, is having none of it. Somalia is calling this deal an act of aggression. And here's the kicker. Somaliland, despite having all the essentials of a nation, is the guy that shows up to speed dating each time, and there is no one else there. This is because just about no one recognizes Somaliland as a country. Well, that was until Somaliland offered Ethiopia 20 kilometers of coastline to lease for 50 years. And Somalia cannot stand it, even though the regular flights between Somalia and Ethiopia are reportedly unaffected. It's like they're co-parenting a turbulent diplomatic child, but agreed to keep the shared custody flights running on schedule because, hey, the bills still need to get paid. Let's move over to Angola. Isabel Dos Santos was known as Africa's richest woman. This after being born essentially qualified her to run a state-owned oil firm chosen over all the hard-working Angolans whose only inadequacy for the job was not being born to a man that ruled the nation for 38 years. Now, when the current Angolan President João Lourenço came into office, he did not waste time cleaning out corrupt individuals that had run rampant on Angola's natural resources and economy for eons. Most recently, Angola's public prosecutor charged Isabel Dos Santos with 12 crimes, including embezzlement and fraud. She has responded by saying that the charges are politically motivated, which makes me want to ask, what part of your life isn't? You know, the thing about being dictator daddy's nepo baby is that you seem to be convinced that everything you have is rightfully yours. You make the looting of a nation's resources seem like something someone would bring up just to make you feel bad, like asking why the ex-girlfriend you brought to Christmas dinner last year isn't with us at the table today. To Isabel Dos Santos, being worth $2 billion, whilst your father has absolute power over a resource-rich nation, is not nepotism. It's just good parenting.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhom.na.
In Zimbabwe, there are murmurings of the opposition party planning on changing its name. Now, this won't be the first time because CCC itself was a name change that occurred in 2022 and was brought about when opposition leader Nelson Chamisa abandoned the MDC Alliance name following squabbles with Douglas Mwanzora, who leads the MDC team. Now, the MDC Alliance was formed by several political parties in Zimbabwe before Mwanzora claimed and wrestled the name from Chamisa. So the party became CCC, and they went into elections last year under their yellow banner, elections which were widely criticized as not free and fair, but you know, what's new? Well, one thing. A random figure, Sabangu, appeared and recalled CCC members of parliament using the authority of a made-up position, Secretary General of the CCC. This was naturally accepted by the ZANU-PF-led parliament, which has led to by-elections for those seats. And surprise, surprise, ZANU-PF is leading. Political analysts say that CCC party was infiltrated because of a lack of structure, and it is difficult to disagree. For their supporters, it must be annoying having to change t-shirt colors, logos, and visual messaging twice in 3 years. It is also jarring that such a loophole was exploited because the top brass of CCC is made up of reputable lawyers. The party for decades has alleged that ZANU-PF is a thief of democracy that manipulates systems to intimidate and suppress the will of the people. But somehow, the best way to engage with such an entity is to have a political party that is as prepared as Robert Mugabe was for the military coup that ousted him, or as secure as the gold that the president's niece Henrietta Rushwaya got caught trying to smuggle out of the country. If you know that you are facing a crocodile, put yourself in a cage. Don't go into the water with a swimming costume and motivational tweets. Heartwarming moment of the week after the break.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
In a heartwarming tradition celebrated worldwide, pet owners gathered at churches to have their beloved animals blessed in commemoration of the death of the patron saint of animals. Now, the annual ceremony is believed to provide divine protection for the animals, and this is shielding them from danger and misfortune. In one such event, pet owners flocked to a local church where clergy members conducted the blessing ceremony. One pet owner attending the ceremony for the first time shared her experience, saying, "It's the first time we've come here to be blessed." Her name is Catalina, and she is already 9 years old. She doesn't like going out much, but she has behaved quite well today. Now, this sentiment echoes the deep connection many individuals feel with their pets, considering them an integral part of their lives. Now, a similar blessing ceremony took place in the heart of Spain's capital, Madrid. Hundreds of pet owners attended a special mass as a part of a cherished January tradition. A participant explained, "We do it because it's a very typical Madrid tradition in January. Lola is 3 years old and it's her third time here. I love stories like this. As a pet owner myself, it is wonderful. And the one thing I can think about being a pet owner in Namibia is like, how awkward is it going to be if Joba Mopanda actually becomes president? Because, you know, when you go to other countries, the journalists usually kind of research your president. What are the chances of Joba Mopanda going to other countries and the headline constantly being dog-eating president? I mean, we need to think about these things as we head over to elections. But for now, that's been the heartwarming moment of the week.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour,
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Alright, in our TikTok of the week, I am continuing the theme of dogs. I'm just like in that mode and I really love my dogs and I've got a feeling you love yours. So there's a page that I love on TikTok, We Rate Dogs, and they give you the 5 dogs of the week. Enjoy.
The dogs we're gonna get in this week, here are my top 5. At number 5, we have Wayne. He closed his cat sibling in a kennel and his grin afterwards is absolutely devious.
Y'all, he closed the cat in the kennel.
At number 4, we have Simba. He's trying very hard to get you to understand him, and you're not listening, and it's very frustrating. I don't know how he could be any clearer. At number 3, we have Cuddy. He put down his beloved bone to help out a nearby ambulance.
All right, let's wait.
A paramedic responded in the comments and said, "When I'm driving and I see dogs howling, I get excited and yell for my partner to look at that dog helping us out." At number 2, we have Jessie. She helped discover a thought-to-be-extinct species of mole in South Africa. De Witten's golden mole hadn't been officially sighted since 1936. But thanks to Jessie, we got him. They are elusive little guys that swim through sand. So she would lie down whenever she picked up their scent, and scientists would test that soil for golden mole DNA. Eventually they found one. Before we get to our number 1 dog of the week, thanks to your recent support of our Tell Your Dog I Said Hi merch, we were able to sponsor the medical care of 12 dogs deemed high risk by the Animal Care Centers of New York. They had a wide range of medical issues, and combined, their existing and ongoing care is estimated to cost over $25,000. We're covering all of that, and Muddy Paws, our rescue partner in New York City, has found them forever homes. Thanks to you all. We've got some stuff back in stock since the holidays, including our green hoodie. You can find it all through the link in our bio. Our number 1 dog this week is Kobe. He saved his entire neighborhood from blowing up because he wouldn't stop digging holes in his front yard. Stay with me. His human Chanel said he's never been interested in digging, so his fixation on this one spot by the sidewalk was cause for concern. She didn't find anything in the hole, but she had a gas detection device from a prior gas leak and it detected a cataclysmic amount of gas. If it hadn't been identified, the construction crew said it could have leaked into neighboring houses and a simple light switch could have caused an explosion.
I'm so thankful for God, thankful for my baby boy.
Alright, that was our TikTok of the week. By the way, you are free to let us know what your favorite TikToks are. Send us to the page, send the TikToks directly to our DMs, and we would love to share them for you. Stay with Second Take. We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
He has another chance and it is a goal from Vindo Kahn.
Sy sê wie hy is daar neertrek en hy bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is
but just enough next.
Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love that. I love that. So then
Kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV. So Second Take has been here since 2023. We are going to be here in 2024, especially because there's so many elections, so many politicians to ridicule relentlessly, and we absolutely will be there for it all. However, February 8th, NTV is having its own award ceremony, and I am nominated along with the show. That's right, Viewers' Choice Awards for Presenter. To vote, all you have to do is save 085-785-6231 into your phone. I repeat, 085-785-6231 in your phone. Type hashtag NTV Awards 2024. Find the category Viewers' Choice Awards for Presenter and vote for Second Take and Ashwyn Mberi. Do make sure you vote for your favorite show. I know it's only like 40 views on YouTube, but we're going to keep on improving. We keep on getting better. We're here for a long time, like a Zimbabwean dictator.
The Agenda is a weekly national affairs interview program hosted every Sunday by Namibian Sun editor Toivon Jabela, featuring a panel of high-profile newsmakers, analysts, and experts. The Agenda aims to reach high-end news consumers seeking informed understanding of national issues. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 1up2.com, and the Namibia Media Holdings Facebook platform. The Agenda focuses on interviews where we put the nation in the hot seat. Contact Agenda at synergy.com.na to get your product and service in the hot seat. The Agenda, focused on today's conversation.
Well, that has been Second Take, and it has been a wonderful episode. Thank you for spending time with me as I continue to make your conversations around the dinner table a little more awkward than they need to be. From me, Ashwyn Mberi. See you next week.